I hope I die. I hope this job kills me, or at least injures me, so that I can sue, and that I can stay home, getting paid to sit on my ass. Ain't that the dream? I hope I die, and I hope that you hate me for the things that I've said to you. I hope you betray me, and if I knew how, then I'd betray you too. I'm sick of this friendship. I hope I die. I hope I die, like in a car crash or something. And if I survive, well then I'll try again. And if I still live, then at least I won't have to work anymore, and you'll all feel sorry for me. I hope I die, and I hope that you hate me for the things that I've said to you. I hope you betray me, and if I knew how, then I'd betray you too. I'm sick of this friendship. I hope I die, and I know it's not right, but it's just how I feel. Start another day, brush my hair and my teeth, put on something that looks good enough, just good enough. Better get it started, these errands don't run themselves. Standing in line looks like everything's fine, and I can't wait to have a day off after all of this time. They say me pretty often, I guess they now know me by name. Back and forth, my reason to go back. as I go to sit on my digital throne. Call me the queen of shit. Oh, I'll take on all guys behind my fingers, staring down the place. And eating all the crap to make me feel somewhat alive. Just running the gauntlet, running through the day, keeping my sanity in check. So I'll make it to the next meal, I'll make it to the next day, I'll make it to the next way. I throw my life into the trash. Just running the gauntlet, running through the day, checking the boxes of life, falling down, screaming into the pillow, eyes wide through the night. Dim the lights, hoping the sun would rise. Comfort me with lies. Screaming into the pillow, eyes wide through the night. Dim the lights, smoking the fireflies. Comfort me with lies.
And another part of the album in the books. So part 4 is... I've already started on it, as you've heard, like the little preview. Again, like last time, I feel like this song should have came out like 2 or so weeks earlier. Making music for me is always a slow process, especially right now since my brain is kind of fixated on some other things. It's just kind of distracting me, so I'm kind of finding ways to, work on the album as well as kind of satisfy that other side of my brain that wants to work on other stuff. But yeah, just to let you know, if you didn't already, I'm basically just kind of working on the album like at my own pace, at my own desire, I guess. When I worked on the previous album, Messiah, I kind of forced myself to like just focus on that and nothing else, and it kind of drove me a little crazy, and it made me dread working on it. So, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Overall, I have about I think 12 tracks planned. So far, 4 of them are complete. Since this one was a 2-track video, with the little intermission track to begin with, and then the main track. So yeah, it should be like maybe like about a year or so is when the album will actually be complete and fully released on Bandcamp. For Patreon backers, the first track of the album, Just Another Day, has been released. The full wave file is downloadable for Patreon backers if you're on there. Now, one thing that I've kind of seen might be a concern from people who have checked out some of the music. It's not like the story being told here like really isn't it's not the happiest story, I know. Just know that like the album, the story does have a happy ending. But just know that it will get darker before it gets lighter. That might turn some people off, I guess. I don't know. But I've never really been one to write happier music. It's just kind of my taste, I guess, with what I want to create. As well as like the story that I have in my head. It's not, most of it really isn't that happy. So yeah, just sit tight. Don't worry. It'll like there's a light at the end of the tunnel if things seem like if the music seems too depressing for you. Musically, for this album, I'm definitely pulling from like some Roger Waters era Pink Floyd, as well as even pop punk influences. That's why it might seem kind of a bit more angry or angsty compared to like my previous work. But honestly, it's like that because I feel like it fits the character, it fits the story. Like May is a very she's a character who really has no filter. And not only is she like very unprepared for like adult life, which is like what the album is about, her kind of experiencing adult life, but also she wears her emotions on her sleeve. So I can basically go just like completely full force with the emotions, the anger, the angst, all that kind of stuff with the lyrics and everything. The album as a whole is basically just trying to capture this character's personality in these situations. And again, stylistically, it's kind of a departure from the previous album. One Shot is very much like a big, grand, or at least kind of feels bigger or grander. You can kind of make the music make it feel like that. But it's a science fiction story. And science fiction musically kind of calls for like more progressive metal, a bit more complex, a bit more bombastic sort of stuff. Whereas this right here is just kind of a more down-to-earth, a fucking car driving by. Is that a Mustang? Kind of a more down-to-earth, like slice of life story. So it doesn't really call for like that big, complex, grandiose presentation or style. The album will have those big emotional moments, but we just haven't reached that point yet. I'm making each track like in order with the story. So it will be, give us some time and we'll kind of reach those kind of moments that you might be looking for in the music. But anyway, that's going to be it for this update. The next song, Warmth, will come out whenever the hell it comes out, man. I got it. My brain has a lot on its plate, and yeah, I have started on the music. But like I said, I'm working on it at my own desire, at my own leisure, basically, so I don't drive myself crazy, so I can keep my head satisfied, working on some other ideas and stuff like that. It's just me. I'm the only person in the project, so I don't have like any deadlines or anyone else kind of like riding on me. So it's whatever, to be honest. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm doing this just because I enjoy doing it. So yeah, I will see you next time. It's patreon.com/FoxiFyer if you wish to support my music and my other creative endeavors. And I will see you next time. Take care, and thanks for watching. Oh, and one last thing. If you can't like support me through like Patreon or whatever the hell, that's perfectly fine. Honestly, the best way to support me isn't even financially. It's just to like share the music and stuff like that, because YouTube, Twitter, pretty much every social media website nowadays, the algorithms are basically tuned to burying everybody small and pushing everybody who's already established in the forefront. Because websites are businesses, they're gonna push whoever makes the most money first before everyone else. Like, wind the clock back maybe like 5 or 10 years on YouTube, man. This stuff would be doing some decent numbers, but yeah, not now, not anymore. It'll take about like 3 months for something to reach 1,000 views. So yeah, best way to support me is just by sharing everything, getting the word out and shit like that. I got to be a shill and drop the hey, like, share, and subscribe crap, which whatever. But anyway, take care.